This was the group stage match between IOWN and TEAMOXID. For IOWN, we had Menace Blood player Simon, who was using the name Simumu, I think it was, in-game, Genosta and Mihao. And for TEAMOXID, we had Aquila, Blade, who was just spelling his name backwards, Fireball, Flopg's, Cresty, and Stray. The maps for this one were Supply and Gold Rush. So here we go. It's going to be IOWN against TEAMOXID. These are the teams. I've got some fake nicks. I'll do my best. It's going to be Supply the first map, and we will see IOWN on the attack. Nice rifle comes out from Flop on the start, and it is going to be Oxid to pick up quite a few frags. Team Kit frag did come in, maybe a kill revive. I think that was a mistake. So you see, I don't think there's been a single frag for the IOWN team just yet. Lots of rampage from TEAMOXID. Player does have a reply. A couple of team kills coming in that first spawn. The respawn will not be damaged too much. We have got Blade playing on middle here. Oh, nice double rifle from Menace. And someone spawned back as well, so it's only 2 players. Fireball's been called into action. Really nice shooting. He picks up 2. He's going to have to run back to the flag. And he's going to have to hold on to it almost alone. Gets that reload in early. He has got backup of Flop. Doesn't look like they're going to go for it. Genosta putting him under pressure, and they are going to be able to get their hands on the flag. But Flop instantly takes it back, and they're going to respawn back in. This is full risk. They're going for that defuse, dropping down. It's going to be Stray as the engineer SMG. Nade on the dynamite, and another nade comes out from the rifle. It is going to be really nice from Menace. He does manage to hold off the defuse, and Flop's getting some defuse in this. A Panzer comes out. Here comes Stray for the defuse. Where's the medics again? And they have managed to defuse that dynamite. Absolutely amazing from Oxid. I think they were kind of running their luck there, especially with that flag grab. Oh, it's going to be Genosta. He picks up. Did they spawn there? They didn't. They actually spawned back. So the Axis are going to spawn back here. They're going to lose it anyway, but they did get the defuse in. And that was some nice opening action. Menace with that 2-man. That was pretty nice. Blade was kind of forced over to the right-hand side. Not much he could do. Nice rifle from Flop. Does pick up 1. But they need to be careful here. Menace picking up a couple frags on the other side of this. I'm going to stick with Flop. I don't think they've got a suit, but they could. That's the problem. Really need to be aware of that. Looks okay. I mean, like I said before, like I said in the last game, I want to see what will probably be seen as one of the underdog teams get a nice start. And it's nice to see IOWN starting well, because they're going to be up against it. That was a nice rifle from Menace. He did actually get one over the top. I think Blade on the respawn got killed on the ally base. Aggressive play here from Oxid. They're actually going to kill out, and the artillery is going to have to do some work. It does pick up 1. Fireball's artillery is going to do quite a bit of damage. Push still coming. One more blast is going to come down. Doesn't actually pick up any frags. And we do see Cresty, who loves this. Seen him up here quite a few times in the crossfire from Oxid. 6 frags, no reply. And I don't think that's going to give any opportunity for revives as well. Really nice work. And the landmines as well towards cave. It's going to slow it down. Flop getting quite a bit of damage in on that cave push. Struggling on the revive. I think the potential for the cave push is on. They're actually going to push across the top. Strike's going to come out from the allied team. And look at this from Oxid. They're just raging. The crossfire is really, really nice here. Everyone's gunning really strong. Nice to see. This is a very, very shoot-heavy based lineup, but they also have quite a lot of strategy and very underrated team play, which is why I do like this team. Because I like all the top teams, especially coming from the last line event. They're all slightly different. It is always nice. Is that the one tap from Aquila? He actually picked up 5 or 6 frags at CP. Still sitting there by himself. He has got a Luger though. Needs a bit of backup. He needs someone with ammo. Where's the field ups at? And Blade's actually going to do an artillery, and Aquila's going to have to hope someone else gives him some ammo. He has actually managed to get some ammo off some allied players. We'll pick up Aquila here. Lots of crossfire shooting. 2 or 3 people. Big push coming across the top. And the strikes actually slowed them down a little bit. But they are going to get some cover from the smoke. But it's going to be completely eaten up. We are going to see Oxid pick up 2, 3, 4, 5 frags again. Cresty getting that double frag. Maybe a triple. But he is going to get taken down. And I'm not sure if this the CP defense is going to be able to hold out much longer. It does look like Aquila just likes to hold on for, even with just a pistol, which is nice to see in a way. Just never give up. He hasn't died yet, to be fair. So it seems to be paying off. Nice work from Fireball. Aquila finally goes down. Artillery from Fireball. That could be huge. That could be huge. I think they're going to try and push through it as well. Nice grenade from Cresty, takes down 2. The artillery isn't actually going to do anything, but the allies are actually going to get quite a bit of control. What the hell happened there? Did I get spec locked out? No, I didn't. That just messed me up. I don't know why that did that. So, allies have got quite a lot of control at CP now, and they will get their hands on that build. So you see Blood coming across to destroy it. Axe is just pushing forward, trying to get a bit of a main defense set up. I think they've given up on CP now, and pretty safe to say they have lost it forever. Very hard to retake that CP as the Axis team now. They're going to have to turn their defense towards east, west, and main. Mainly main. Generally get east for free. You can sometimes get a defuse down. Nice spam and crossfire again on main. Krusty seems to be playing the NG SMG. It's interesting. Another artillery goes down on main. Nice work from Blades. And that's going to cover his team on the respawn as well. So they're going to be able to get into position. Interesting lean. I'm pretty sure he can be seen, but only just. He can definitely be shot. Whether he actually gets seen is something different. Yeah, Blade not happy with himself there. Shooting on the second bit. It's going to get taken down. Plant going down at east, and main plant has been dropped down. Plant has actually gone down on main, but they have got the truck as cover, and we're going to see an instant. Oh no, no! Maybe put in a little bit of this diffuse on that, and that was the aim. Just a little bit of charge, just to get even a split second extra in. Doesn't look like the Axis is going to go for it though. It is okay for their spawn time, to be fair. But it does look like the allies are all over it. Allies respawned in, obviously. Nice position here from Mihao. He's going to pick up quite a few bits of damage. And they're going to have no opportunity for the defuse on east or main. And here comes the push. Lots of Oxid players actually got taken down. And they're not going to be able to take aggressive positions here. They're going to have to defend from within their own spawn. Nice shooting. Nice shooting, whoever that was. The drive-by headshots from Blood. It didn't actually take anyone down, but got a bit of damage in. Spam towards main. Do have an east strike, which can clear out east, the outside of east corner. Doesn't seem like there was anyone there. Aggressive attempt from Blade. Nice work with the respawn grenades. Now here comes the west plant. So they're not going to be able to get another defuse in. Crossfire's going to have to get set up towards main. Truck is just slightly in. Nice strike attempt. It will pick up one. Yeah, he's going to only pick up one. As Menace the Engineer, he might be able to get up top. They know he's here. Nice rifle. He's going to make it up. Menace doing some really nice work in this so far. A couple of really, really key moments from Menace. Really nice from Menace. He's going to get the build as well. And he's going to press the button. Solid work from Menace there. We saw some really nice rifle work at the beginning of the map. And then that build was basically all him. Solo play for the win. As the gold is going to be in the back of the truck. And they've got actually a potential to have a really good time. The truck was stood still in this position for like 2 seconds. And the gold's in the back of it. Really, really nice work. So IOWN went from being kind of crossfired to death to get in the truck and set in a sub 10-minute time. What a recovery. So the truck's not even going to get slowed down here. I think Oxid are just scratching their heads. How did this happen? How did this happen? I don't think this is Oxid's map choice. They're normally a Gold Rush or Radar team. But they're pretty solid. They've already shown themselves to be pretty solid here on supply, so... But it was the Menace show. That first stage, Ooh, big artillery from Blade. Picks up 3 frags with the RT and an extra one with the MP40. He's going to slow it down. These 4 or 5 or 10 seconds could be key. You just don't know. You just don't know at this point. It's going to be a sub 10-minute time though, and that's extremely impressive from IOWN. Especially considering that start. It looked awful. It looked grim. Especially the CP. It's just like so much crossfire. They managed to hold CP for like 4 minutes. But looking at the stats, we did see Fireball going pretty good. He picked up quite a few multi-frags. Same with Blades. The big damage goes to Fireball by a hair. 3584 damage. Across to the other team, we did see Mihao with 14. Menace with 16. The big damage going just in Mihao's direction. Player just behind. But like I said, Menace I think had some key frags and some key moments. Especially that build. That build was really impressive. They have still got an attack. They can still win the first map. It's going to be hard. IOWN's first stage defense, it could really set the pace. If it's a 3-4 minute defense, then it's almost over already. Going to watch Menace off the start. Gets that rifle off. Isn't going to get too much else. The crossfire this time is going to go IOWN's way. They're going to pick up 4 frags. Nice work. There's actually a couple of frags going in the Oxford team's direction, and there's 10-second respawn. They're going to need Genosta to come through this door and give them a bit of backup, and they may actually have to kill out here and give up lower spawn. They have actually given up the lower area, and Cresty has managed to get in there. So's Blade with the grenade. Rifle again comes out from Menace. Big 2-man kill, and he's cleared it out. It's just going to be Flop, who actually manages to take down Menace. No mine plant just yet. And I'm not sure if he would have completely warded that off. Artillery on the main roads. Lots of frags coming in for Oxid. Replies coming in for IOWN though. 3 frags for them. They are kind of stuck in this corner here. They need to be careful of that. Get bottlenecked. 1 rifle, 1 nade. You are all pieced. Nice rifle from Flop. Just pushes Menace out so Aquila can get that easy frag. Nice work again from Menace. Picks up 3 frags on the upper area. Really nice work from Menace. I've said this a couple of times already. He's on fire. He is rocking. Push from Cresty, trying to get that flag. And it would have been on the spawn. Plant has actually gone down in the lower area. Menace, I think, was waiting for his charge. And a nade comes out from Aquila. Fortunately, the revive will come in. Maybe a defuse. They have got engineers on the stairs. Plant has only got 17 seconds. We didn't actually see that go down. But here comes the defuse. Is there someone here? Is there a Panzer? Here comes the rifle. Flop has managed to get that in. And there's Cresty's Panzer. Double kill comes out. And it has taken Oxid a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer, I feel. But they have managed to get their hands on that first stage. No flag. Flop's like, oh, it disappeared. Yes, it did, sir. It disappears. But they have actually managed to get the second stage for free. They're going to be shooting them coming across the top. TEAMOXID are just going to be completely rolling them over on that second stage. And I think they were kind of surprised by it themselves. There was no setup from the Axis team. They just weren't there in time. Obviously, the spawn just wasn't favourable to get there. And Oxid are all over that CP. Strikes come out, and it's going to be some team kills as well. Mihao takes down Blood. And the next push was actually completely eaten up. Genosta picks up 2. Menace as well. And somehow a knife frag comes into action. I don't know what happened there. Oxid just gave up such a nice commanding position. And IOWN are going to be able to retake CP. They shouldn't be here. They should be defending main. But I don't know how it's happened. RT are down on the road as well. And IOWN have got the crossfire on the crossroads. Somehow the recoveries come in. I've got no idea how they managed to take this back. It's just blood on a Luger by the looks of things. So they are going to be able to only hold on for a little bit of time. But this is an extra 20-30 seconds. And that could be key. There isn't much time left in this game. 6.5 minutes. TEAMOXID all over the CP once more. And they are going to be able to get 1 or 2 players in position. I think it's just 1. I don't think they've got a Covey anywhere near. As we do see Sasumi, I'm not sure who that is, pushing towards the CP. Menace is just lurking around the back. He has been taken down. Cresty gets that double frag, so they have got a control here at CP. And it should be a destruction easily for the covert ops. And a rebuild, of course, of the CP from the allied team. Get that forward spawn, but no plants going down at main just yet. We're going to watch how the Axis can set up their defense. Nice headshots coming out of Sasumi. Let's fire towards CP. Nice I was going to say nice artillery. Would have covered it quite nicely because the spawns are roughly the same time. But they didn't have enough fire support. The way ET works, you're not actually allowed to do too much spam. You are allowed to do a fair amount, just not too much artillery spam. Plant going down on east, 5.5 minutes remain. They have got a lot. That was almost a team kill. That was almost a team kill. They're ready for that boost as well. Flop, trying to get that boost in. They really need to concentrate on this main plant. Is that Cresty, the engineer? He is going for it. Needs the medic support. He does just about get it. He is going to try and get this planted. He doesn't manage to get that plant. And Fireball isn't going to manage to get the revive either. But I think we'll see an engineer bouncing down to finish this off. Where's the engineer? Stray needs to come in and finish this one off. Oh, he's not going to get there. Artillery down. Plant's going to get dropped. No nade over the top. Just missed out on going over the top. And Stray just gets that. Did you see the artillery hit the top? Saw the artillery hit the top of the mid tower. Plant going down at main. 4 minutes 40. This is going to be very, very close for the Oxid guys. IOWN playing really well. I'm really impressed. We do have main just about to blow. 10 seconds on that IOWN defense. Sorry, on the IOWN spawn. They need to be careful. If Oxid get in main here, they get on the spawn. It could be very hard to deal with. And look, they have to be so slow. They can't push out. They haven't got control. That's because they went too aggressive and didn't really see anybody. Fortunately, Oxid haven't really been able to take too much control in that situation. We did see a boost coming out from west. Does look like they went for the west push. They're playing very patient, Oxid. They're playing extremely patient. They're taking all the key objectives, all the side objectives, making sure everything's available to them. They don't want to get locked in. But they haven't got time. They really don't have time. Stray's just going to bounce in through main. No defense set up on the east wall. West wall is there. There's going to be a player to get shut down. Another couple of frags coming out from Menace. Push coming in from the east side. Double frag comes out from Cresty. But he was the only player alive and the revives will come in. And the Axis are still holding on. There's so many players alive for the Axis. They really shouldn't kill out. They should just try and hold their positions. They have actually had someone get taken down. And the aggressive push, they're going very aggressive very early on their spawn time. Which can give up a lot of space if they start dying. And then look at the defensive positions again they have to take. They have to be really careful. Because anyone who's still alive just gets nailed. 3 minutes. Push coming in through west. Flop's going to get dropped. Player in position. He's going to get the second frag as well. Pushing out towards main. He's going to get a bit of damage. He is out for 10 seconds. Push again coming in through this west wall. And I think it was Stray all alone. Next spawn on the Axis ally team, sorry, is going to be key. Janosta is going to see all 6 players pretty much. He's going to get kind of overwhelmed. He just needs to stay alive. He's actually going to get the kill and give. Really nice work from Janosta, but 3 of his teammates are dropped. And he needs to get some frags in. Whips out that Luger, but he's surrounded. He does get taken down. Is there an engineer? I think that engineer give from Janosta will be really important. They have gone with a double engineer SMG, and they are bouncing in through main 5-10 seconds before the Axis spawn. And I will pick up. Have they got a rifle? I don't think they've got a rifle up top. Respawners are going to actually get taken down for quite a long time. As the push coming up top. Menace is the rifle. I'm going to stick with him. Push actually coming up top area. And it's going to be on Mihao. It's all on Mihao here. I'm going to have to go free cam because I just want to catch it all. And Flop was on it. He was onto it. He does manage to get that build. And I don't know if they've got enough time. 1 minute 45 seconds. It's going to be close. They really can't get slowed down on that truck. They're all over the truck though. Menace at the back of East. He's going to get taken down. Maybe Gibbed as well. Gold slowly but surely in the back of the truck. 1 minute 30 seconds remain. Truck is moving. Mihao picks up a double frag. But all of the players are dropping for TEAMOXID. And it's going to be IOWN to just take full control of the truck. And Oxid really cannot afford this. Aquila leading the charge through East. He's going to get the truck moving. Where's the defense? Player just allowed him to come in, and I'm not sure about that one. He didn't even give a call, seemingly. His team didn't react at all. Stray is pretty much all alone. He needs to stay alive. He needed to just use the truck as cover. Respawners are going to come in. 1 minute remains. TEAMOXID pushing in through main. And Blade, I think he got in the revive. He did not. And IOWN is still picking up frags. And Cresty actually somehow still alive, getting that truck moving. I think it's 24 or 4. I don't know what time it is from main. As this is it. This is the last spawn. If they don't get this moving, it is going to be IOWN picking up only the first map. Look how intense this is, guys. As the push coming in through main and east. And the artillery is going to be really important. RT frag comes in from Blade. Aquila gets that truck moving. It is still moving. It is still moving. Where's the allied team? I love it from Mihao. I love this. I'm going to watch it from Mihao's position. He's in a perfect position, but I think this is definitely going to be the first map going towards IOWN, and they worked hard for that first map. How they had to work hard. It is going to be a 2-0 lead, but that was really close at the end. Well, we didn't see too much out of Mihao there. Did get the team kill in. Fortunately, that wasn't too key. But really, really nice from IOWN. And to be honest, really nice from Oxid. You don't get that sort of close finish. I mean, it was slightly one-sided in terms of frags. Oxid's defense, I think, just had periods of dominance. Heavy periods of dominance. But that, I think there was a couple of key moments there. Obviously, you had Menace on attack. But that, when we were watching Genosta and he got that kill and Gib on the engineer, I said he needs to stay alive, and he just got a kill and Gib, and I was like, well, I mean, that's good, but it seemed to really make the difference. It really did make the difference, because that engineer would have been up top. It was cleared, pretty much. Unfortunately, they managed to hold on. Let's look at the stats. 41 frags coming out from Menace. Nearly 6k damage as well from someone else. Let's pick up. Oh, we've lost it. We've lost it all. Can I do scores? Okay, we got 5.9k damage coming out, just under 6k from player. He plays the field up on middle, so he's going to get tons of damage. Same sort of situation for Blade across the other team, as we do have Cresty picking up 6.4k damage for his team, and the big frags going to Aquila, which is really nice to see. The new guy in the team. It does look like I said he's going to be the mainstay in the lineup. I wasn't sure if it was just like a one-off. It still might only be temporary. I think you probably, without trying to be offensive, you probably take Stonehenge over Aquila, just based on experience and quality. He is really a really good player, Stonehenge, quite underrated as well. And I think especially at the last LAN event, the last couple of LAN events, you've seen like him get much better individually in terms of shooting, which is always a possibility. So I got a chill. That was getting pretty mad at the end, and I did say they'll probably see Gold Rush or Radar. I think Gold Rush, I don't know, it could be a risky play. We are waiting on the ready ups. One player from each team. I guess you could sort of say it's the leaders of each team. I remember that was an old school tactic. Like the leaders didn't ready up till last, so they had a bit of control when the game started, you know. Here comes Gold Rush, and we are going to have IOWN on defense first. How's this tank defense going to hold up? Obviously, a full hold for IOWN would mean victory. Let's see what they can do. I'm trying to get someone who's going towards side early. It is going to be Bloods. Nade in hand. Does manage to take down Flop, and the rifle from back as well from Menace. 3 frags going IOWN's way, but Stray is going to be able to make it into corner, and that is actually going to be Blade, but Stray picks up that frag towards player. I think that was on main. Stray was in corner. Rifle comes out from Flop. He does pick up one. I did hear a Gib noise, so maybe a Gib there. Lots of damage towards Genosta. He's going to have to back off. They take a nade to the face. Don't know how he survived that one. Cresty trying to find some heads. Doesn't find anything. Push is going towards side by the sounds of it. It's actually back. 4 players on back, and I think Menace wasted his charge on that side rifle, but it doesn't matter. Crossfire towards that back area. It's going to eat out 1. 2 players still alive. Stray is the last one remaining. He has no HP. He's still going to be able to pick up the frag. Is he going to be able to get the build in this situation? I don't know. They know he's an engineer here. He's starting to push. How's Stray getting frags? He's got 2. As the respawning Axis are going to come in very soon. They need to be very careful. Engineer from back. He hasn't got any medic support. Nice revive towards Flop, who's going to start building that tank surely. No, he's not. Stray's well pushed forwards. Double grenade comes out from Flop. And Stray again, nade in hand. He is going to get taken down finally. But I don't know how Oxid have got so many frags. I think Flop's just got 3, 4, 5 frags maybe, and they still haven't got the build. He's going to use his charge, I think, to get another frag. Yes, indeed. Push coming out. Mines are still in position. And I think that's it cleared. But Cresty gets taken down. So does Stray. They need to get the revives on these engineers. They have managed to build it up. And the tank has been rescued by the Allied team from those mean Axis guys. They don't treat tanks equally, guys. So that's why the Allies had to save it. Inequality for tanks is not good. So we'll see the damage come in. Bit of frantic first stage. IOWN were struggling quite a bit though. I don't know how it took TEAMOXID that long. That was interesting. They have built up the barrier for free. They didn't get slowed down at all. the random leans. My lord. I think that's shift. He's hitting shift and left and right. I can't remember. Is it shift or is it walk? One of them. If you press shift and left and right, it makes you lean. I've never done that myself personally, but hey. There we go, another mid-air lean.
Destroy the tank barrier.
After mid-air leans. Plant has gone down on the barrier and Flop has positioned himself very nicely for this. Nice headshots coming out from Blade, and I'm going to pick up Flop. Actually, I'm not. Do they know he's here? Do they know he's here? Oh, nice dodge from Menace. He is going to get that defuse in. Nice attempt. And Artillery's going to eat up his teammate. They're going to get a couple of spawns on this stage, which is nice for the defensive team. Nice airstrike. He needs not to tap out here. It's actually respawning, so it's not going to be too much of an angle change. But not too much to do. Still, the plant needs to go down. Very nice defense set up from the Axis. Upper defense in this situation generally is very hard to deal with, but you see a double rifle come out from Flop, and he's going to be able to clear out the upper level, but revives will come in. Blade being a nuisance in the back. We did see him just breeze on through underneath the bridge. TEAMOXID not getting that plant down just yet, he says. So it's like, what about this one? Merlin's not winning the lottery yet. Okay, I'll check later. So we have TEAMOXID getting that plant down. Maybe a defuse coming in. They have got a bit of control here, the IOWN guys, but TEAMOXID pushing down the main hill. I do hear a few footsteps and towards side, so they have got quite a lot of control. As I think maybe we hear CP get built up. It's actually the tank. Lots of frags going Oxid's way. Barrier's going to get blown. Stray's going to do the objective work, getting that tank just past the barrier. Nice headshot. It was a teammate, but nice headshot. Rifle from Flop is going to clear things out, but he does take down a teammate in the process. But job done nonetheless. I don't think there's going to be too much slowdown from the Axis team. That is a poor airstrike. It's a bit too early, I think. It might... No. Just a bit too early. And the tank is going to get in position. A couple of nades will get the damage in, but... So it's not too much of a problem. CP has been destroyed by the Allied team. They're going to turn their attention towards that lower barrier. CP has been built up as well, so forward spawn is in locked. Strike comes down. Genosta taken down by a teammate. Is actually taken down by the airstrike marker. Interesting. Plant goes down on the truck barrier. Tank in position, so the gold is accessible. I'm going to scope up Mihao. Tapping away. I see a lot of allied players. Not really had to take too much damage so far and then get spotted. And then it's over. He needs to back off. Big push from the allied team coming towards third, it looks like. Stray makes it in towards third. I think he's all alone. He has actually got some backup. Players going to struggle with the shooting. It did look like he was lagging, either frame lagging or just getting some ping lag. I'm not sure what that was. Nice rifle from Flop. Does manage to clear out the back of third. They have got two players in position. Mihao did get revived by someone. And it's going to be Genosta. A nice rifle again. One more player in there. It is going to be Flop to completely clear it out. He is going to be able to pick up the gold as well. And I think they're going to have a clear run. Respawning Axis are going to come in at first. Nice grenades. Panzer from Cresty. 3-man kill clears it out. Rifle's going to come out, and it has managed to take down the... I think it was actually the MP40 from Blood. And Flop's just going to make his way to the truck. There's no one in position. And this is the same sort of situation that we saw from IOWN, where they just rolled over the back defenses, and they're going to escort the objective into the back of the truck. Really nice from Cresty. I think it was just the nades from his teammates just sort of like distracted them, and there was a couple of teammates running around. Respawners are going to come in. I don't think they're going to be able to slow down this truck too much. Blade comes out with an airstrike, more spam as well. 5, 6 frags for TEAMOXID. Make that 7, as there was obviously a revive on it. And I think that's it completely cleared out. Let's pick up Blade. He's going to want to go for that spawn kill. I don't think there's going to be too much resistance. Oh, is Blade dead? He's dead and gibbed. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, he might make it. No, he's not going to make it. He's not going to have to do the first strike. He's going to be able to pick up none. Bit of team damage. That was your opportunity. Really nice from TEAMOXID. 7 minutes 35. Oof. That is damn quick. That is damn quick. Here on Gold Rush. Especially considering they were held off on that first stage for quite a reasonable amount of time, considering. And the second stage, the barrier stage, they were slowed down quite a bit. There was just no defense at the back, which is generally what I'd say Axis can be pretty solid at, because it's quite hard to break down. You're getting shot from a lot of angles as the Allied team. But, well, what can you say? 14 frags for 3 players, 18 frags for Flop. He did pick up a nice bunch of frags on that attack towards Third Arch, into the bank. He cleared it out. And I think he eventually picked up the goal to the barrels to run it home. So, and across the other team, 16 frags for Mihao. The damage comparisons, 2.1 to 2.5. So, I mean, you're getting out damaged on attack and out fragged. This is what we normally see from the big teams. Like Elysium can do this to anybody. That's their style. But it's nice to see it from Oxids. IOWN have guaranteed themselves a 3rd map, but they could tie things up here now. If they were to beat this time, it would be very, very difficult. But if they were to beat this time, they would be the victors. At the very least, we're going to a 3rd. 4-man push towards this main area. Player's going to lead the charge as the field ops. Trying to get a bit of damage off. Player's a pretty decent shot. He's going to try and... I think he was trying to scope out an artillery placement. Let's pick up Flop now. Very grouped push. Coming towards side. Nice rifle comes out. Predictive rifle shot. Didn't want to just shoot it in towards side. He wanted to use cover, but he did get taken down from main. He is out for 10 seconds. Player is going to try and push in. No Gib comes out. I think that grenade's going to get the job done though. Bit slow. Medic could have got that reviving. But they're getting distracted by the CP. I've always thought maybe it's not worth going for the CP as the Allied team if you haven't got much time to play with on that first stage. Nice strike comes out from player. It's going to get a lot of distraction and some kills. And it has cleared it out. I think Stray's it pretty much it. It's actually going to be Cresty to flank him from behind on side. And that's just really annoying. Get those Gibbs inside. He's actually going to take full as well. Menace with the rifle. Respawn is going to be really important here. If they can get some frags on the respawn IOWN, they can really keep things clear for their engineers. You have managed to survive as well. Just to hold these positions. Allow your team to push forward. The Gibbs though from TEAMOXID. As the push coming towards the main, I'm going to stick with Blood on side. He's going to come up against Aquila. He is going to be able to take him down. He's going to get insta dropped. I think he killed out. Oh, nearly the build on main. Nearly the complete follow-up from a medic as well. Really nice. But as you can see, the engineer got blasted by that mine or the grenade. I think it was from Flop. 5.5 minutes for Oxids. They don't have to hold actually for too long on this first stage. Maybe another minute and a half, and it's pretty much done. It's not like IOWN haven't got their hands on the, got close to the tank and started building it. Looks it up to their old tricks again. Lots of crossfires, lots of the lots of frags at the same time is really hard to deal with. It was something that I really liked about team I played in. Like when we got frags at the same time, 3-4 frags at the same time, you just can't recover from that. Because you're limiting the medics to 2. If you're getting a frag every 3 seconds, it could be a revive train quite easily. Nice skip from Flop. He kind of forgot about it and it was like, wait a sec, if he gets revived, that's a tank build. Really nice shooting from Blade. Really nice shooting from Blade. Picks up 2. He's going to go aggressive as well on main. I'm going to stick with him. What's he going to do? Is he just getting exact spawn time? Yeah, well played. Looping nades. Oh, nearly from Blades. Picks up another frag. He's a headshot machine. They talk about my headshots for sure. Aquila playing. This is where you can just... Those little frustrating plays can really be beneficial when there's not much time. Because even just 1 kill can really make the difference. 1 spawn can make the difference. Nice rifle from Menace. Does manage to take down one of his enemies. They are going to have quite a big push here at main, and they would have scoped this out now. And a lot of the TEAMOXID guys are going to have to kill out. Surely there's going to be a lot of freedom to push in, but there are 2 players still alive. It is going to be Stray and Flop getting that spam off. And Mihao trying to spam over towards the tree, and I think Stray was actually there. Menace takes him down. Nice grenade towards side. Flop takes down 2. He's going to have to back off. And it's aggression from Cresty on back as well. It's going to get quite a bit of damage. So they have managed to pick up the second map. I don't see IOWN somehow getting this one. Just under 3.5 minutes is a bit too much to ask. So we will go to a 3rd map. And we have seen some really impressive moments from both teams in this so far. So I'm really hoping for a nice finish. Maybe a build for IOWN just to get their confidence back. They really should be feeling good about themselves though. They played so well on supply, so even if they were to lose this game, they've been very impressive. Nice headshots from Aquila. 3 or 4 players in that corner area. Could get stabbed here, Aquila. He needs to be careful. Well, I don't know how players can't do this. I do it myself. I don't know how it works. You get these shots that don't make any sense, and you hit these headshots, and there's someone standing right next to you, not moving, and you can't hit a bullet. It's just the human condition. I don't know what that's about. Blood in this corner area. He's going to get quite a lot of pistol damage into a couple of players. Smashing his mouse one away. More headshots. Kills on the respawn for TEAMOXID. Maybe a grab for the IOWN guys. They might be able to get their hands on this tank. A grab. Yeah, they're going to just carry this tank back to Allied spawn. Fireball struggling with that shooting there. I think the jumping around was kind of making it hard for him. Artillery might actually take down Menace here. They are going to get the tank. So a little bit of a confidence boost going into the 3rd map. And I'd say Oxid just ahead in terms of performance. In terms of how close things are. Let's say. You know, got supply very close. Oxid maybe needed, if they had another minute, they'd have it. Whereas I think the only difference between Gold Rush and supply is if you get hold of that first stage, even for a couple of minutes, you know it's over. So maybe they would have taken their foot off the gas. Maybe they're just saving their energy. Maybe they're just saving their energy for that 3rd map. We will see elimination. I would assume the maps are based off of the normal maps from elimination. So we'll have maps like Frostbite, Radar, Adler Nest. Pretty much, I think that's it. What other maps are there? I'm not sure if there's new map additions. "30 seconds remain. Where's the action? Where's the action? Press the under CP. It's going to get a bit of damage off. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to spec you if you're going to run away. 10 seconds left. Take a battle. That is indeed going to be 2-2. I think it's pretty well earned by both teams so far. Update the scores. As the Gold Rush goes the way of TEAMOXID. I'm not sure what the third map's going to be. It's going to be difficult. I think it's going to be difficult for IOWN, if I'm honest. We are on to the third map, and it is Frostbite. We do have TEAMOXID, who I think are a little bit more experienced on this map. The only bonus that I think that IOWN will have is that this map can be a little bit random, and you can really flourish if you just are quick off the mark. Sort of like how Menace was, in terms of he was quick off the mark, he took advantage of a situation and got that build. And that's what you can do on attack. That's all about attack. They actually have one AFK. Blade was probably just like giving it the Huronsons. What are you doing? Push coming up the ladder. Blade's just going straight in. Artillery's going to get a little bit of damage off. I don't think it actually managed to connect. Oh, I like this. Nice idea. They got a double boost. That's really nice. I like it. Come on. Come on. Blow. Blow up. Blow up. See, in RCW they'd all be dead. That's a big difference as well. Push coming into that lower area. Is that someone in? I think that's someone through. Yes. What is going on? Do they know? Do they know? No, they know. Oh, they know, and they not just do they know, they've got the frags and Gibbs. Who's that? Oh, he's gonna get the revive. That is really nice from Blade. It's so hard to get revives on stairs. Really well played. They are gonna shut them down, but that distraction was huge. Blood's gonna have to do some big work because he's gonna be against 3 or 4 players here. Does get a little bit of damage off. Nice, nice work, but his team kill comes in. I think the revive came in on one of the allied players there. They didn't. Okay, Menace saves it. Menace saves it a little bit. We do have quite a big CP defense here. Don't normally see a 4 or 5 man CP defense. They might just push through and plant service. Artillery's going to come down and actually get some team frags. Blade's going to get a double frag as well. Clears out CP for his team. Gonna have to wait for that artillery to finish. I think that's the build on the CP coming in. So a little bit frantic for the Axis. It is horrible to deal with just like some random frantic stuff that puts you out of your comfort zone. A bit of a block there. Blade's gonna be mad again. I can tell. Don't want to make Blade mad. I think he's a player who played pretty good if he was angry. I think he's actually not angry. He's gone Panzer. We'll see. He's gonna wait for the spawn. I'm gonna stick with Blade here. Did he get spotted? Don't think he did. He's going to get that nade towards the spawn. Not sure what he's waiting for there. Fireball making his way up towards the objective. Does get actually taken down. 2 players pushing up towards the spawn side. Blood gets taken down. I don't think he got a bullet on towards Cresty here. 2-man push. Oxid taking over the spawn sides. Nice work. 3 players, 4 players. Fireball took a bit of damage, and he's going to get taken down by a teammate. As 4 players for the allied team are going to push towards the objective, and it was a big defensive play from the IOWN guys. That's the only downside of Frostbite. It kind of pushes you into that have everyone on docks, and it isn't hard to do. This is works exactly the same as it does in RCW in that situation. You can just have a lot of people just camping out on documents. Have to utilise that service side a little bit better. I think a lot of players in ET kind of ignore service for some reason compared to spawn side. Lots of frags going TEAMOXID's way as the Panzer did come out on the respawn. 1 player left alive. It is Mihao. He is fairly weak. He had no helmet, and they are going to be able to pick up their objective. Are they going spawn side? It looks like it. It looks like it. They could be in trouble here. They're going to press the button. They want to press the button. They do, and they're going to press the button to close it. They are. I think they're home free. We'll see. There is a Heidi. I think it's it. It's actually a pretty decent time. 4 minutes 5 seconds. Not too shabby to say the least. Looking at the frag numbers, we have 8 frags for player, 7 for Bloods. The frag numbers just don't mean anything. Stray with 8, Fireball with 7. Only 4 players over 1,000 damage. 31 frags to 31. All that counts is the 4 minutes 5 seconds, and on Frostbite that's beatable. You can beat that. There are a couple of these on RSW as well. It's pretty funny. Anyway. This is it. This is definitely it. This is the last attack. Whoever comes out on top in this situation are going to be the victors. It is going to be 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Oxid only have to defend, obviously, for 4 minutes 5 seconds. I think it's probably easier to defend that time than it is to break it. Just because you don't actually have to defend for 4 minutes 5 seconds. You actually have to defend for like 30 seconds less than that. And the attack, you actually have, you know, a lot less time. It takes you even just 30 seconds to get to the first objective. So if you waste a lot of time, if you get slowed down, if one bad airstrike, what game do we remember? What game do we remember? Was it Rocket against... I think it was Rocket against Dignitas. And I remember they tried a tactic. They all stood at log pile. And I can't remember what... I think it was Drago threw an airstrike and got a 4-man. And it's just... If you can get a lucky airstrike, it can really hurt you. There's the airstrike on top. If this gets a 3-4-man, not going to pick up any. That was a horrible angle. Didn't hit the bottom of the ladder at all. That's the airstrikes aren't going to connect. And nice spam over the top though. Plant has been dropped. It's going to go for the plant. Nice rifle from the window. I don't know if they've got another engineer. They do not. Menace isn't in position. He might be able to finish this off. Doesn't manage to get that done. 2 players still in that lower area. So they've already dragged a minute off the clock, guys. And nothing's really happened. And it's within a minute. Nice play from Aquila. Sharky will be proud of that. Very sneaky position. We did actually play TEAMOXID once, my team. Effectively TEAMOXID, a lot of them. Highbot. Good old days. So again, 1.5 minutes off the clock. Panzer comes out from player. Does manage to pick up a frag. Aquila does get taken down on the back area. I don't know if he actually built up CP on the last spawn. Push coming up the ladder for the Allied team. Nades coming through as well. And it is going to be a clear out of CP. They have managed to clear out, but it's just Fireball. He's in the office. I can't actually remember. We named that position off something like 15 years ago. I can't remember that stuff now. In a while. He'll come back to me. But this is a really nice first stage defense though from TEAMOXID. It's still doable though. It's still doable. Oh, really frustrating play from Aquila. Just the shooting in the back. Being a constant menace. As the push comes into the lower area. Sasumi. Push up the ladder. He's going to have Blade to deal with. Nice shooting. Does take him down. And he has managed to clean out CP. And he is he's given all those free health packs. Fireball takes him by surprise. I think he thought he had teammates to cover him there. I don't think he thought that would happen. Just under 2 minutes. Still doable. Still doable. Plant going down on service. So service is still going to be an option. It could be a really frantic run with the objective though. Flop with that double rifle. This isn't going to be too important. I think the respawn's coming in of the Allied team. But this is nice from TEAMOXID. They are picking up a lot of frags. I think this is the spawn. This is going to be very important. The next this spawn and the next maybe 1 or 2. Look at the aggression though from TEAMOXID. I like it. They're not going to let them have even anything for free. Slow them down at any opportunity. The downside of that could have been a Panzer on their spawn, but it doesn't seem to be a problem. Nice frag. Does actually get dropped on the courtyard. Here comes the service push. They haven't got much of a objective set up. Nice grenade comes up. Revives will come into play. Blade being annoying. And this is just, look at this distraction. Even if he doesn't get kills, I mean, he managed to pick up 3, and that was some really nice shooting. He picked up like 5 or 6 headshots. But it's going to come down to the last push. This is the last attack. This next spawn, and they could potentially do it. They probably have to go through the spawn. TEAMOXID are going to have to throw this pretty hard to lose this. They're in very good positions. They're very aggressive. 5 tick nades here will be huge. But Fireball is in a really nice position. A lot of experience on this map. And he is going to get 1 frag, or a lot of damage at least. He is going to get taken down. He is on a short spawn. Push coming towards his service side. Maybe flop, maybe out for full. He had to back off. He is indeed out for full, but there's only 10 seconds remaining. And it is going to be TEAMOXID coming out on top. 4-2 victors, but it was a very close game. Very entertaining game as well. And I'm really, really happy for that. I was kind of worried that it could potentially have not been too entertaining. It could have been one-sided. TEAMOXID are a very good team. But it was pretty close on especially on supply, so that was nice and fun to watch. Looking at the scores, we do have 19 frags for Cresty. The big damage though going to Blade. We saw him pick up a nice little 3-man at the end. It was pretty sweet with all the headshots. Who was that player who got the headshots at the end? Was that Aquila? I think it was Aquila with the triple. That was pretty nice. Across the other team, 12 frags for player and 2k damage for Blood. So, I mean, I think IOWN can be fairly happy with their performance in that they didn't get completely run over, which is what I think a lot of people would have expected.